My name is Ejike Chukwu. I'm from Ohaji Ebema, local government in Imo State, gubernatorial candidate of ADC. Okay, I attended, my primary school was in Ebema, precisely Community Primary School, Aga. And I also attended secondary school in Ebema Grammar School, Okuzi. I also, after I left secondary school, I proceeded to Abia State University, where I studied accounting, first degree. And after that, I also moved further to the Nile University, the prestigious Nile University, where presently I'm studying management. That's a little about me. I run a business. I set up a business called Mega Drill. It's an oil servicing company with its operational headquarters in Port Harcourt. And the company is one of the fastest growing Nigerian indigenous companies, a member of the Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce. And this company had done considerably well over the years. It started in 2005. And the company is majorly into pipeline construction, oil wellhead, and Christmas trees, all the services that has to do with rigless activities if you are someone that is in the oil and gas sector. And then a part of it is into construction. And we have it's been a concern that had employed a couple of people in the southern part of Nigeria. Well, as far as I know, I don't think there is anybody who will be able to subvert my candidacy, because I passed through the process. I'm a card-carrying member of the party. I passed through the process according to INEC guidelines. So whatever the people are saying or anybody is saying, I don't know how reliable the source of your information is, but I can tell you that nobody has the capacity to take away my candidacy, because you have to pass through a legal process to become a candidate of a party. And I passed through all the processes that makes someone to emerge. And also, I will also categorically tell you here that my party, the leadership of my party, are very responsible, high level, that men that exhibit high level of integrity, like my party chairman, my party national chairman, men of integrity. They cannot, because it's not. I don't think it's part of them, because ADC has come to change how things are done in the country. So I don't think they have such thing in their policy or in the policy of the party, that you can bring in somebody from anywhere and substitute somebody who has passed through the process. Where ADC is a party that its ideology is to come and change the system, they change the existing way of doing things. And that's one of the reasons that made me to enter ADC, is because of their ideals. So I don't think they will venture into that, because it's not, nobody that wants to come and bring a change that will also put his hand in anything injustice. So our party, and that's why I can tell you that somebody like Obasanjo, a highly revered leader, a highly respected leader across the world, who a lot of presidents in Africa today consult for advice. He cannot endorse a party. He cannot approve a party or be like an advisor to a party that people will do things that are not comely. So I can tell you our party is intact. It's a good party. I draw my strength from the Bible. You look at the Bible according to the book of Job. You notice that everything that God requires man to do is about you reaching out to the poor, reaching out to other people, making impact in the life of other people. I try as much as I can to do the things that will make other people smile, make them fulfill their own dreams. And so most times it pains me when I see people that cannot afford to put food on their table. I see people who cannot afford to go to school. I see people who do not have a husband and they do not have who to help. I feel like being a part of bridging the gap for them. I see children that do not have mother and father. I like to be part of bridging that gap, filling that vacuum for them. So that's one of the major inspiration I have when it has to it has to do with giving. I like charity as a person, and whenever I see people that have touched their life and then they call you and they pray for you, I feel very fulfilled. And then that was what motivated me to open up my foundation called the Ejike Chukwu Foundation. Basically, the foundation was set up to empower young people who especially are indigent and they are unable to pay themselves to school. So I try to encourage them to send them to school. And we've done a lot through that foundation. At the moment, we have 33 people in our scholarship scheme in Imo State. And then we intend to increase it to other parts of Nigeria as the time go by. I think it was a wonderful experience. Nobody in this country can wish away the fatherly role President Obasanjo has played in this country, and you can't put it under the carpet. He's someone that the interest of this country is in his heart. I got blessings from him. When people talk about endorsement, I feel I visited him to pay my loyalty to him and get an advice from him about my political pursuit, and he received me. You know, when they talk about marginalization, from the oil-producing part of Nigeria, you find out that the place has been so degraded. And if you go to, that's one of the things why you see so much of violence in that area. You go to where I come from, I can bet you that the place, there are no good roads. The road leading to my place was last constructed in 1981, about that time, and it has not. Nobody has gone there to do anything, and it is so bad that it is in almost everywhere they have oil in Nigeria. Where the reason why Imo State is oil producing, but I can tell you that we are so deprived, we are so marginalized that nothing, I can tell you nothing. You cannot see anything tangible to show that these people are oil producing area. The only thing that you see is our boys, the restiveness, because they have no jobs, because they have nothing to do. And then there are no good schools in the area. There are no good hospitals that are functional. You come to the local government headquarters, there nothing is happening, no light. The people are suffering. And I can tell you, our people have not been given the fair share or for that will amount to some level of social justice. So, but I'm not an advocate of zoning formula. I can always tell you, I'm not an advocate of zoning formula when it has to do with governance. I believe that zoning most times brings in mediocrity. And I want where we have people who are patriotic, who have the interest of Nigeria at heart. I can tell you we will win the election. Imo people are looking for some people who have the capacity to deliver the goodies that they are expecting. They are looking for people who can be amenable to change. They are looking for people who have human feeling. They are looking for people who can engineer the system and change the economic condition of the state. They are looking for people whose interest is in the interest of the masses, not themselves. And I think we have a lot of chances to get into government house because our programs are more of people-oriented programs. They are more of programs that will affect everybody, and you will see it and tangibly feel it. In 4 years, you will see that some certain set of people have come to make a change, and that is a real change that the people are yearning for. I love reading. I read, I swim, and then sometimes if I'm traveling, I sleep. I sleep. So I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of, if I'm not doing anything and I want to keep myself busy, I'll just pick up a book and start reading. And then I try as much as I can to do some little exercise, and then I swim. I like swimming. Swimming in an enclosure. My government will have zero tolerance for people who are not responsible. If we are voted into power, my cabinet will be filled with people of integrity, people who are genuine, who are ready to give the change that the people are looking for in the state. So we will not accommodate people who are coming to steal and plunder the state. If you want to talk about corruption in this country, corruption is also a function of systems not working. If systems are working and then people are punished for doing some certain things wrong, you find out that corruption will cease, because it might not cease to zero, but it will reduce drastically. So I think we want to run a government where people will try to do their best to leave their name in prints of time. So even if you have the mind to steal, but when you come in and discover that the system is not a stealing system, you will just make a change of heart. I am married to my wife, my beautiful wife, Florence Chukwu, and we have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls, and we're fine. We're just very fine and just very okay. My wife is very supportive of me, and I'm very fine.